Here's the pitch. And Narrier blasts it to left. Goodbye. That's halfway to Burleson. Narrier puts one up into the Cleburne Knight. Borzak from the belt, the 3-2. This one lofted to left field. This one's going back. Briggs is looking up, and that one leaves the yard.
Ground ball to the right side. Arroyo fields it. He throws to first. And the final ticket to the party in the Eastern Division belongs not to Cinderella, but to the Cleburne Railroaders.
I know that he got me now by sight.
Welcome into another edition of Rail Talk here from the depot at Cleburne Station. Brad Allred along with Hannah Carr. And we're going to talk to you today about a trio of signings by manager Logan Watkins as this team inches closer to the 2023 season. We will also hear from Hill the Thrill Alexander as he will take part in a baseball clinic for kids ages 6 to 13. That's upcoming next week, the 13th through the 17th. We'll tell you about that as well. But first, let's talk about some of these additions, some exciting additions to the roster as we get closer to May and opening day for your Cleburne Railroaders. But this week, Cleburne made many additions, but a couple that really strengthened the bullpen.
You're correct, Brad. Cleburne welcomes right-handed pitcher Chandler Casey into the mix.
Yeah, Chandler, a 26th-round pick from the Houston Astros, pitched in Double-A Corpus in 2021. He's going to really fit into the mix, I believe, for manager Logan Watkins. A sinker ball specialist. Casey's not going to overpower people in terms of high velocity, but he is going to make peak hitters look silly when it comes to that sinker ball. And Casey will really be a staple in that bullpen mix. It's going to be very interesting to see for the Railroaders. Still some spots to be addressed in the bullpen in terms of its depth, but Chandler Casey is definitely a big arm, and that's going to play a key part as we get closer to the 2023 season. Now, Casey isn't the only new Railroader arm, that is, Hannah, that Railroader fans are going to see.
Yeah, so Logan Watkins made a big addition to the bullpen, pun intended, in the signing of 6'5", 225 right-handed pitcher Joe Shaw. Joe Shaw,
a local product, 12th-round pick of the Mets out of Dallas Baptist University. Pitched his high school baseball in Ennis. And, boy, Hannah, you hit the nail on the head there. Joe Shaw is a presence on the mound. And it's quite funny because when you're 6'5", 225, I mean, I feel like you've already won half the battle. I know if I'm a hitter in the box and I look out there on the mound and I see this proverbial giant,
I'd be scared.
Yeah, I'd be a little intimidated. And Shaw's going to be very intimidating in that Cleburne bullpen. Again, spent some time, a number of years in that Mets organization. A lot of fans will know him locally. Of course, pitched his collegiate baseball at Dallas Baptist University and DBU, obviously a great college baseball program, and then again pitched his high school baseball at Ennis. Most recently, he's with Double-A Binghamton in 2021. Had 4 appearances in a short stint with them. But we are very excited to have Shaw aboard in 2023 to go along with Chandler Casey, and those additions are going to be very, very big as this team again moves forward and tries to identify some of those spots. You know, you've got some other guys in the mix, Brendan Bell, amongst others, as we try to figure, I say we, it's not my decision, it's Logan Watkins, but in terms of who's going to be in that rotation, who's going to handle things in the bullpen. So it'll be interesting to see how they kind of fit in the mix. And I think you can look for the Railroaders to continue to find arms for bullpen spots in 2023.
Well, Brad, pitching isn't the only place Cleburne made a splash this week, as they also signed first baseman Ryan Hernandez.
How about that? Ryan Hernandez out of the University of Houston. This lineup, and I would say offensively, things are starting to fall a little bit more into place than some of the questions we have roster-wise as it pertains to pitching. But just look at what Logan Watkins has been able to do. You have the signing of Jose Sermo. You had the re-signing of Hill Alexander, obviously the re-signing of Zach Narrier, of Edwin Arroyo. You added Mark Karaviotis. This lineup 1 through 9, this is almost like a video game. I don't know that there is an easy out in the Cleburne order. I think for the pitchers, that's got to make them very comfortable knowing that they're going to get offensive support every night. But Ryan Hernandez out of the University of Houston, what he did collegiately speaks for itself. Hit 304 a year ago, 14 home runs, 56 RBI in 61 games. He had a 968 OPS. I mean, that is truly video game-like numbers. And Ryan Hernandez, we talk about Joe Shaw, Hannah, being a big guy. Ryan Hernandez isn't exactly small. 6'4", 235, another menacing presence for these Cleburne Railroaders, and Hernandez will be a big addition in the middle of the order. So, again, to highlight the moves made this week, we welcome the right-handed pitcher Chandler Casey. We welcome the big right-hander Joe Shaw, and then the addition at first base. Probably see some time for Ryan Hernandez, a designated hitter. Again, if I just had to speculate, certainly I want to get out in front of it. I don't write the lineup card for manager Logan Watkins. I know he's going to be right here making a comment saying, Brad, you just broadcast the games. Let me decide the lineup. I get it, Waddy. I'm not stepping on your toes. But what I do know is Ryan Hernandez is going to be a huge bat in the middle of that order. So, again, these signings, I know, Hannah, they make me ready for baseball. We're just a couple months away.
I'm so ready.
Oh, man, I can't get here soon enough. Now, there's a little bit to keep you occupied, especially if you're in the ages of 6 and 13. Starting on Monday, we've got a baseball clinic right here at the depot at Cleburne Station. And rather than me telling you about it, how about we go to someone that's going to be there, someone going to be teaching the kids, one of our own, the great Hill the Thrill, Hill Alexander.
Hey Railroader fans, this is Hill Alexander. You only have 1 week left to sign your kids up for a spring break camp that we are hosting March 13th through the 17th. Don't let your kids stay inside all spring break playing video games. Have them come out, get some pro-level instruction from myself and several of my teammates. You can sign them up through Facebook, or you can call the ticket office to get more information. If you want your kids to come out, hit homers, and be incredible at baseball, just like our very own Zach Narrier, sign them up right now. See you at the depot.
So, Hannah, 13th through the 17th for this camp.
Yes, the clinic takes place Monday, 13th through Thursday.
The 16th, I'm sorry, 13th through 16th, yeah.
It's 4 days.
Right.
From 9 to 2.
Lunch included, $89 for 1 day, $149 for 2 days. And that's a heck of a deal when you talk about you're going to have Zach Narrier, Hill Alexander, and others there. Your kids are going to get professional training from professional baseball players. And for those that have been here at the depot and that have been a part of Cleburne Railroader baseball, I can't think of two finer people than Zach Narrier and Hill Alexander, who are so gracious to our youth. They're very approachable. Kids are going to have a good opportunity at learning and more in a private setting with two of the greats for this organization. So I want to invite everyone out for that. Starts on Monday, the 13th, 9 a.m. It'll run through Thursday, the 16th. And again, $89 for 1 day, $149 for 2. Clinic takes place from 9 to 2, and lunch is included. So we hope to see all your youngsters out here at the depot next week. Don't let them play video games all day, or if they're going to do it from like 3 o'clock on, from 9 to 2. Have them right here at the depot for the baseball clinic. That's going to do it for us. Hannah and I will be back with you next week for the next edition of Rail Talk. Until then, we hope everybody has a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon. Go Roaders!